name and, well, I don't really know what else to say, man. It's been a crazy election process. We have now had the second attempted assassination on former President Donald Trump. You know, it's a crazy time we in. Hold on, let me adjust this. Working. This is on the fly. You know, I couldn't sit on this. So, yeah, second attempted assassination on former President Donald Trump. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, the fact that people they're so upset with him that they're risking their own lives. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, we don't, regardless of opinions and things like that, you know, we shouldn't ever want something like this to happen to anybody, no matter if you think that former President Donald Trump should be president or not. Nobody should be wanting this kind of thing to happen. But yeah, man, it's just surprising, you know? Hold on, let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see. Everything by John said, what you expect, bro? Look at what he says. You bring that energy on yourself. I honestly agree with that. I agree with that. Hold on, let me try to adjust this again. Everything by John said, you bring that energy on yourself. I agree. I honestly agree. I believe that a lot of this is self-inflicted, you know. Still, you just, you know, you want everybody to be as safe as possible. You know, it's crazy that this is a part of, you know, the presidential election right now. And it's just a crazy time we're living in. With everything from the debates to the policies to just the blatant racism that we see in the United States right now, especially in politics as well. So it's just a crazy time that we living in, man. Like it's a crazy time, but even with all that, you would hope that whoever you're going for would win the election without any kind of threats on their life. You know, where does this put us in? I mean, of course, the Secret Services exist for a reason, right? But we're not used to seeing people actually having shootouts with either Secret Service or somewhere that a president is, just because people are trying to basically take out somebody running for president. So, but I definitely think that a lot of this stuff is self-inflicted personally. That's my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. But still, you just don't want to see you don't want this to become a thing, you know? Like, I'm thinking about going into politics, right? And I don't want my life in danger because of me running for a position. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, a lot of this could be incited based off of things that is said or done by a politician. It's just a crazy, like, to make it where it becomes the norm. That's what hopefully these two are isolated events. Hopefully it's no more than that. Hopefully, say, Vice President Kamala Harris, hopefully she doesn't see any kind of thing like this because people are making it a normal thing, you know? People are crashing out over this. So everything by John says, my guy suited up. I see you. I just saw the recent video on GovCon. How's it going? Everything's good, bro. Everything good, bro. You know, I'm working still as a GS, but that's because my goal is to be an SES. So, but you know, for anybody who's trying to get into government contracts, things like that, you know, I got their back, you feel me? So that's what I'm doing these videos for, because I was talking about, you know, just kind of remotivating people, you know. just telling about my successes with government contracts, because I definitely had some life-changing type of success, and anybody can just about do it, so long as you put forth some effort. And so I did a video just talking about that, and somebody asked me if I could do more videos about government contracts. So that's basically what you've been seeing. But yeah, so like, this is just crazy. Like this second time, how long has it been? Hold on, let me see. How long has it been since the last attempt? Let me see. Let's see how long it's been since the last attempt. I can't pull this too far over. Let's see how long it's been. Let's see how long it's been. It's the first one. Because I'm wondering, has it been 2 months? Has it even been 2 months since the first shooting? Because I don't want to say it's been within a month, but let's see. Let me see. Let's see. For whatever reason, everything that I'm searching is just pulling up the current event. Okay, July 13th. Okay, July 13th or around that time frame. So July, it's 2 months, a little more than 2 months since, wow. 2 months, 2 attempts in 2 months. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm wondering, like, okay, is it just known that he golfs? Because what happened was he was golfing. He was just out golfing, and somebody, I guess, showed up to the golf course and was planning to take him out. And Secret Service were doing their rounds and checking the next hole that he was going to be going to, and saw the rifle and immediately engaged. The guy ran off, left his bag with his rifle and scope and GoPro and all of that stuff. So I don't know if he was planning on recording the event or he was recording himself, and maybe he left a statement on the camera, I don't know, saying, hey, I just did this, or yeah, I just did this for this reason. I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy time, man. But 2 months. I don't want this thing to become a normal thing, or anything. And let's say they were saying it could be a copycat of the previous person to say, okay, well, we didn't get him, so somebody else get him, So like they're saying it could be like a copycat kind of thing where somebody is just trying to do that. Or they could just really, really themselves want to do it, right? Without thinking about somebody else missed. And so, but if it was a copycat, right? Does this create more anarchy, Like, does this create more of a feeling or more people going out and doing this kind of thing, It's kind of like, it's like when you hear somebody do something crazy and then other people start doing it. Like the first time you hear something crazy, it's like other people start doing it. And it's like, oh, this is a normal thing, Like, so like just saying with Columbine, right? Columbine was like an isolated kind of thing. And then now all of a sudden it's like a thing that happens. It's rampant now. Like it's happening too often, way too often. But it was like an isolated thing at the time. But now other people know about it. They think about doing it. And we're seeing it more and more, Like, why are people doing the mass shootings and things like that outside of the fact that, there was like an isolated event that went public and everybody found out about it and heard about it and thought about it, and it became its own kind of thing. So I don't want presidential assassinations to have an uptick or anything like that. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that he brought this upon himself? I know everything by John said so, but is it the what thing do you think what do you think that he did individually that might have pushed for people to do this? Do you think it's the Jan 6th? Do you think it's the or with this most recent guy, do you think it's the statements about Haitians eating pets and stuff like that? Like, what do you think it is that he individually, or the different things that he might have done that have incited this kind of energy? Is it him being rich? Like, what is it? It could be a number of things. Him making somewhat racial statements, somewhat racist statements. What do you think it is? Because the people who are doing this stuff aren't black. So, like, what do you think is causing these people to feel this way? But yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yo, I'm sure the Democrats, I'm a Democrat, but I'm sure we want a clean victory, right? But we also want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to be safe. Like, a lot of people's lives are in danger when people are doing stuff like this. Like, it's innocent bystanders. Like, the first attempt, is the person who's attempting to do this. Their life is thrown away, and Lord forbid, like, an actual candidate for president or former president or vice president or anybody is actually hit. This is in our country. This is in our country. Like, and it's dangerous to be I don't want to say it's dangerous to be a politician. I mean, it's always dangerous to be a president, but it's rare that you have non-presidents. In my opinion, I think it's rare that you have non-presidents. Like, he's not even the president, right? You have non-presidents who are being shot at. Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. But I don't know. Let's see. I don't usually do videos like this, but I just was like, man, this we got to talk about this, because I want y'all opinion. I want to know, like, what do y'all think can be done? Is there going to be an uptick in this kind of thought? Is there going to be, will he just step down? Because I'm sure I've seen, I guess, some of what his statements were about, like, he's going harder than ever after this or whatever. Does this help him? Do people say, oh, yeah, let's really push for him because he's willing to die to be the president? Is that necessarily a good thing? Are you willing to die to be the president? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, not saying that it's the wrong way to think, but it's just like crazy that you have to make that decision, like you have to make that decision. Like, am I willing to die for this? Like, that's why it's crazy, right? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. So I don't know. What y'all think? Like, let me know something. Let me hear something. I want to know what y'all think about this. But yeah, so, like, to be shot at twice in 2 months is crazy. To be shot at one time is crazy. Like, let's be clear. To be shot at even one time and you're not even the president. You're not even the president. You're not even the president. You don't have like other world leaders that should be concerned that you're going to lead an army into their country or nothing. You're not even the president. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy in itself. Now, I wonder what of course, there's going to be a ton of conspiracy theories and stuff like that that's going to come out. But yeah, this is wild. This is wild. So even to have one time and then to be actually struck by a bullet, from an assault rifle is crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy, okay? To be struck by a bullet from an assault rifle is crazy. And they saying this guy, the second shooter, had an AK-47 with a scope. I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen an AK-47 with a scope on it. Like, I've never seen that. I don't even really understand that. An AK, like, of course, AK-47s are usually just like used in drive-bys in the hood and stuff like that. But like, I've never seen one used as a sniper rifle, and that's just maybe from the ignorance of me. I've never heard of this before. Never heard of using an AK-47 like that. But clearly, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you have the chance to go pick out a sniper rifle, I've never heard of an AK-47 being used as a sniper rifle. I'm sure it's more than capable. Just never seen an AK-47 with a scope on it. And the guy had a GoPro. I don't know what he was planning on doing. Like, was he going to go live? Was he going to just record it, the shooting? Was he going to, did he already pre-record a message on the GoPro in order to leave behind? Like, what was he doing? But yeah. I mean, I be telling my people, this Jan 6 thing, the Jan 6 situation, that was a big deal. Now, I got some friends who don't fully understand how big of a deal that is. They're big Trump supporters. Look, I can't explain what they think about, okay? I can't explain it. But they are. I can't explain it. And so we have these conversations, and I'm like, y'all don't know what happened, but how when you got Jan 6th? And they're like, yo, well, what's the big deal about it? Like, you keep bringing this up. Like, what's going on with that? And I'm like, you don't know how bad Jan 6 was. You don't know what that means. By the way, if you could smash the like button, see a few of you guys on here, please smash the like button to help, rank this video in the algorithm and just the channel in general. Do that for me. I appreciate you. And so the Jan 6 thing is a big deal. It is a big deal. I'm a disabled veteran. To see that at the Capitol that I used to go to, I used to have to go to D.C. a lot. Worked at the Pentagon, been at Langley, I've been at Andrews, just that whole area. I've done a lot of classes up there, training and stuff like that in the D.C. area. So to see that was crazy to me. Right? So the Jan 6 thing is, but some of my friends don't know or understand how serious that Jan 6 thing is. So do you guys think that all of this is because of the Jan 6 thing, or do you think it's something else? I personally feel like this is connected to the January 6th stuff, including all the other stuff. I'm sure they just add on and add on and add on. But the Jan 6 stuff, man, that broke a lot of people's heart. That broke people's heart. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But I definitely am curious to see what happens from this. Who I saw a picture of the guy. They said his name was, can somebody tell me what his name? I know his last name is Ruth, like Routh or something. Let's see. I keep forgetting this on the phone. Ryan Ruth. Yeah, so Ryan Ruth is in custody. Let me see what he looks like. Well, this picture that I'm seeing of him, pretty much he has a American flag around his neck. I don't know if that's a scarf or what. He has a vest on and what looks like an American flag shirt. So, it just looks like he may be a patriot, like a serious patriot. Trying to see what they're saying about him. Okay, it says, somebody says he was a COVID conspiracy. They say wingnut with quite a rap sheet. I don't know. I never seen any of that stuff, but that's just what they're saying. Okay. Pretended bank fails. I am curious to see like if he's Democrat, Republican. Let's see. Wow. Wow, it's just crazy stuff they saying online. All right, so let me see if I can go back. Let's see. Ryan Root. Let's see, was he a Republican or a Democrat? It's crazy to even be caring if somebody's Republican or Democrat, because it's like, this is like Crips and Blood. This is crazy. Okay. Okay. Will be Trump assassin. He says he fought in Ukraine. He had support for Ukraine. Okay. Social media accounts focused on so. It says that he has self-proclaimed involvement in the war in Ukraine, including trying to recruit soldiers to fight in the conflict. Okay. Okay. Learning some stuff. Okay. So, well, this makes this makes sense as well. You know, he could be in his feelings. I can see him being upset about the Ukraine-Russia situation. And so, okay. Okay, it says Ruth spoke about his efforts to recruit volunteers for the International Legion Defense of Ukraine, a unit of Ukraine's ground forces. Okay, so it says he was convicted in 2002 of possessing a weapon of mass destruction. Wow. Wow. Okay, which just, it says referring to a fully automatic machine gun. So his weapon of mass destruction was a fully automatic machine gun. He was convicted in 2002. Wow. All right. Well, this is sometimes, man, you put out a certain kind of energy and you get all kind of enemies. Here I am thinking like this guy could be more focused on the Jan 6 thing, right? This guy is upset about Ukraine. He may not care at all about the Jan 6 thing. Hate to say it, but he got a lot of enemies out there. So, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, you got people out there trying to hunt him down, man. This guy at the golf. How did he find out about the golf course? Like, how did he know he was going to be there at that time? Is he connected to the people with the golf course? Was he just like stalking the golf course because he knows he frequents? Did Trump say something about I'm going, I go every such and such day to the golf course? Like, did he put out that kind of information? Like, what is it? How did this guy just know that he was going to be there at that time and stuff like that? Like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, how did he know? Okay, so it says that in 2019 and 2020, Ron Ruth contributed more than $140 on the Democratic fundraising platform. So he's clearly a Democrat. I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, he supports the Democrats, but I guess that doesn't really matter because he all fighting in the Ukraine war, So interesting. Whew. Man. So and then seeing this, right, imagine how many crazy people it is on the alt-right, on that right there, all the way right. That is some crazy folks over there. So imagine the kind of danger that you can be in just in general when people are willing to, go and do this kind of thing. Like, it's people who do love Trump, like love him to death, right? Give him their last money, cry if they see him, all of that. So when it's things like this going on, it's always a concern of the retaliation and things like that when there's really no retaliation to really do. So they just try to find somebody to take it out on. So, it's things like that you have to be concerned about. Somebody's going to be like, wait, why is it only happening on this side? Why ain't nothing, that kind of thing. That's why it's like, you don't want this kind of thing to happen, Man, this is crazy. Man, that boy working the hell out of the damn Secret Service. I can tell you that. That man is working the hell out of them. Wow. And then the guy, it wasn't like the first attempt where the guy got shot by a sniper or whatever. This guy got away. Got to a car and, fortunately somebody took a picture of the tag and was able to track the guy. They was able to track the guy because some bystander took a picture of the tag of the car, and that's how they figured out and got him. But this is crazy. This is like a movie. Are we living in a movie? Like, this is crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know no more. What are we headed towards, Oh, by the way, do you guys like my new setup? This is my new setup. I've been dropping video after video lately. I'm back on it. Feels great to be back in here recording and stuff. I just wish that I wasn't doing a video about this. This is crazy. What are we doing? Right? What are we doing? Did y'all see the debate? Did you see the debate? The debate was ridiculous. Did you see the debate? Did you see the debate? And it's like people are still standing. You know how many people have tried to spin and say, like it's a general consensus, Kamala won hands down. Wasn't even close. But people are still going to say he won. Yeah, Francisco Silva said it was disastrous for Trump. Disastrous. I like that word. It was disastrous. He took all the baits. That's a fact. That's a fact. So think about it. It can't compose itself in a debate, getting baited by certain words. Imagine when you have the power of the United States at the press of a button where you can do whatever kind of damage to somebody because they upset you or said something that triggered you. It's a very scary thing. It's a very scary thing. And it's crazy because I don't know what people thought. That's like when people say, oh, we need he's a great businessman and stuff like that. Is he a great businessman? I don't know. I think he's very good at marketing. I don't know if he's a great businessman. I really don't know. I hear business people say that he's not a great businessman. I don't know. I'm not here I don't know how to judge that. Not in these people business, Not in these people business. But has he run some good businesses? I'm assuming he has. I honestly don't know. I hear he doesn't. I hear a lot of them go under or whatever, but his name, he has that name. And so his name is how he has been so successful from what I hear. But who knows? 4 bankruptcies and scamming his fans. Yeah. This is crazy. You know what? I'm not used to even, anytime I ever bring up Trump on YouTube, there's always a gang of people who are like Trump supporters. I'm actually in shock. Everything by John and Francisco Silva, y'all kind of got me shocked right now because you guys are speaking my kind of language. You know what I'm saying? I like this. So I'm really surprised right now. Hey, this is good. And it's crazy because I don't know why people would want. I don't know why people would want that. I'm looking at what. Look at all of this. Look at this. What are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? And then they'll be like, oh, there's this. If you look on this website, everybody on this website is saying that Trump won the debate. And I'm like, and they're like, it's like a 9-1 for Trump. And I'm like, yeah, but maybe the people who, maybe everybody else isn't on their voting. Maybe all the people who know that he ain't win ain't even on their voting because it's clear. I don't know. But these things are crazy. But I wish I could be that famous that's my new goal. I want to get Trump famous. I think that's a new level of fame. I want to get Trump famous where it doesn't matter what I do, that it doesn't matter. That's how famous I want to be. I'm gonna need y'all help. Francisco Silva, I'm gonna need your help. Everything by John, I'm gonna need your help. Anybody watching, I'm gonna need your help to get me Trump famous. Now, I don't want to get assassination attempts and stuff like that. So maybe I could be a little bit below Trump famous. But if I can get Trump famous, where it don't matter what I do, I'm gonna be like, yo, y'all eating cats and dogs, and people will be like, they might be, and find a clip of somebody in another country who really eat cats and dogs or something like that. And people be like, look, people do eat cats and dogs. And people say if you put some barbecue sauce on them, it tastes like chicken. I want people to hold me down like that because they are holding this guy down like that. So somebody's gonna take this and they're gonna spin it and they're gonna say he survived a second attempt. It must be God. Which it is God that kept him alive, right? But they're gonna say he supposed to be the president. This is I don't those things aren't connected, but people connect them in their brains somehow. Let me see what Francisco Silva says. He said, no, trust me, at work, I'm surrounded by right-leaning people. It's crazy, right? They won. Oh, let me see. They lost when they, 1, start making conspiracy theories, and 2, complaining about the referees. Yeah, man. Look. This is what was crazy to me. After the debate, former President Trump, this was just kind of like lingering around, and then he went to what they call the spin room. So he's not really kind of supposed to be there or whatever. Like, say Kamala went on and to do what she was supposed to do, and Trump went there and just stuck around and just tried to answer questions and talked about how good of a job he did in the debate, and it was his best debate ever and stuff like that or whatever. And so he wasn't supposed to like really be there doing that, right? He was supposed to go off, this is like first time people ever did this. And so he does this. I guess trying to spread the narrative, I don't know. But people were saying, oh, look, why didn't Kamala stick around and answer questions like Trump? Well, he wasn't supposed to do that either. Like, it's odd that he did that. Like, he must have was feeling a certain kind of way, but he did it. But people spin it like, look, she isn't even going to stick around and answer questions by the reporters. She's not supposed to. But they don't care. They don't even know. That's part of the problem. They don't even know that they don't know something. They're just assuming, and whatever he does is, oh, they ganged up on him. Nobody told him to say Haitians was eating cats and dogs. Nobody told him to say that. Nobody ganged up on him and made him say that. Nobody forced him to, that's crazy talk, That's crazy talk. Saying her crowds is AI generated. Who is telling him this? Is he that easily manipulated where somebody could just give him something ridiculous and he's gonna believe it? That's also the problem with people in general. Like, if you tell somebody something negative, they believe it way faster than they believe something true. They believe it way faster than they believe something true. But yeah, even though I'm supposed to be on here focusing on the fact that this is the second time we had an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. That's crazy. You got a lot of enemies. If you had 2 in 2 months, most people never in a lifetime. An assassination attempt? Now, it's heightened when you're a president or or I guess running for office, because he's not even a president right now. And hopefully, I can't really say too much, but he's not really a president. Because I'm not at liberty to say everything I want to say. But so he's not the president, and he's also receiving assassination attempts. So I guess if you're running for president, or you're the president or you're a political person, it's a heightened position of sensitivity when it comes to your chance of being assassinated. So you have that, but twice? So even one time is crazy. It's crazy. But 2 times in 2 months? That's crazy. That's crazy, okay? That's crazy. Yeah. So you got a lot of enemies out here. Imagine. The links that people are going through to try to pinpoint and get, and try to figure him out. And you don't know how many people out there trying to do this. That's the even crazier part. We don't know who's out there trying to do this. I urge anybody who's thinking about doing this to not do this. This is not the way. This is not the way. It's not the way. Okay? This is not cool. This ain't helpful. This ain't helpful. Like, it ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna help the country. Like, you getting jammed up or hurting somebody trying to get to this guy, or even hurting him. Like, nobody wants to win that way. Nobody wants to win that way. You can't talk to, when people are this far gone, you can't talk to them. They suicidal at this point. Like, they kamikaze. Like, they don't care about themselves. So it's not, these people are too gone to reach. So it's a lot of crazy that's been incited, It's a lot of crazy that's been incited. I mean, the debate was crazy. The statements at the debate was crazy, okay? So, it's a lot of crazy that's just being excited, These AI pictures of President Trump running with cats that he put up himself on his platform of himself running from black people with cats. It's crazy. It's crazy, okay? Like, what is he thinking? What is he thinking? I really feel like he's trying to give up the election. That's what I think. That's the only thing I can think, because this shit is crazy. This guy could have just coasted the president because there's so many crazy fans. He could have just not shown that he is out of control. He could have just done that, but he's just out of control. So he couldn't do it. It is what it is. So here's to being out of control, But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about this second assassination attempt. Man, it's crazy. Hold on. My partner just sent me a message. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. But yeah, so anyway, right now you're watching Casino as a Name. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we out.